Hi guys, I'm Venuki and I'm here with Yoshan today, a very talented up and coming comedian, and I'm gonna ask him a few questions. When did you start up with stand up comedy?
I think I started about 2 years back. Amanda and myself, we went to watch an open mic, which was organized by Haha Lanka at that time. And then I saw these guys perform, and I was like, I really want to do this because making people laugh is very addictive.
Yes.
So I met with the guys there, and then we spoke with them, and they said, you know what, we'll give you a chance, and
That's how it all started.
That's how it all started. Yeah.
Cool, very cool. Take me behind the process of coming up with your jokes. Do you write them or is it all impromptu?
Well, usually before I go to an event, I have 2 or 3 jokes that I have kept ready, and these jokes are usually based on real events. Everything I say has a 70% truth in it and 30% exaggeration. Wait, let me rephrase that. 40% truth in it, 60% exaggeration.
Okay.
The more the exaggeration, the more funny it is. But there needs to be some truth in it for it to be believable.
Yes.
If not, it ends up being
that sort of relatability.
Then it becomes like a Harry Potter story, and halfway through I'm making stuff up, and people are like, what?
Yeah.
So most of my stories are things I've experienced with my friends, myself, with my family. So I enjoy sharing it, and then I love it when people agree with me that it's funny because I see it funny. But then again, as I said, you'll find people who will not find it funny. So, or the environment, and some impromptu stuff will be in between. But most of it is usually prepared before coming, and depends on the crowd. If the crowd is older, then the jokes have to be different. If the crowd is younger, the jokes have to be different. So it depends on the crowd also.
Yeah. What's the best piece of advice that you've ever received that has helped you get to where you are today?
When it comes to performances, usually a lot of people tell me that I always walk away from the light. You see this face, it needs a lot of light. So when I'm in the zone, I sometimes forget where the light is. So I keep walking away, and then people are like, where's that guy? So that's something that I have taken into heart a lot. And also another advice which I've got is always write down things that you could use, like content. Like sometimes a really good idea pops in your head, and like I'll remember it later.
Yeah.
And then totally forget it. And,
Yes.
you're like, oh, what was that? It was so awesome. Why?
Yeah.
So even for everyone out there, if you get something you think is a good idea, write it down.
Yeah.
And don't lose it.
Yeah.
Because I wrote so many things down, and I lost that book also.
I feel like that applies to everybody, especially in the creative industry.
Yeah.
When you have an idea, immediately jot it down, you will forget. And it's usually like the best ideas that come to you suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also when you get a chick's phone number, don't lose that.
As a comedian, who has been the biggest influence in terms of your work?
As a comedian, well, from people who are popular in Western culture, I would say I really love Dave Chappelle. But you see, my following for comedians is seasonal. It depends on who's good at that time. Like right now, these days, there's a comedian named Hassan Minaj.
Yes.
And he just released a special called The King's Jester.
Yes.
Wow, I loved it where he goes from serious to comedy, serious and back to comedy, and I really love that. So right now these days I'm following a bit of his stuff. But it depends.
And that's sort of your style as well, right? He takes stuff from real life and he turns that into comedy gold.
My 90% of my stuff is things that I've actually experienced, which therapists would consider trauma, which I would love to share with everyone, so we all laugh together.
Yes.
And make it like that's nothing.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people do cope with trauma through comedy and humor. So that's nice that you've sort of taken up stand-up comedy to deal with that. And
once again, it's that
2023 for you, I think, has started off quite strong. What else are you looking forward to achieving this year?
Now in 2023, I have a show coming up on the 28th called PPSD. Then I'm working with a society called Colombo Comedy Central. I'm very excited to be working with them. They gave me a chance to do an open mic. They said that they'll be letting me be involved in some of their gigs. So excited, pumped. Other than that, I'm trying to get back on my creativity side, maybe start working on my TikToks again. I've been very busy, so I haven't had time. But I enjoy doing that, and of course, hanging out with my friends. So more comedy gold is being produced, and then we can share it with each other. Hang out with my family, with my kid, with my wife. There's comedy always, just the way how you see it.
Do you plan on doing like a comedy special in the future?
Oh yeah, I mean that's like the dream, like somewhere down the line, people will be like, hey, record Yoshan show, Yeah, hey,
Oh, it's coming. I can totally see it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the dream. A big poster of me outside and me standing like, oh, look selfie, look at me, that's me. We'll see. I'm just gonna try doing my best and we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Amazing. So, is there anything else that you'd like to say to the audience?
Hey, audience. You know what? I know life's gonna be hard for everyone. Just take it easy, take a break sometimes, and sometimes things are not as serious as it seems. You can just laugh it off. And if you ever feel like things are way too hard, just call your closest friends, sit together, come to a coffee shop like this, laugh it off. That's the best way to deal with anything.
Thank you for answering all
I
these
surprised
questions.
myself with that answer. I was like, damn, right, wisdom. I'm like the turtle from Kung Fu Panda. I'm no longer the panda. I'm now the turtle.
That was good stuff. Honestly.
Jokes. I'm still the panda. Stars are still my enemies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For
Thank
real,
you
for answering my questions and even coming and agreeing to do
Yes,
this. I
no
really
problem.
appreciate it.
I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this. It's my first time also, so.
This is my first YouTube interview series. Yeah. So I'm excited.
So we're watching Venuki with the Venuki now. We. Oh no! We're back live.
Okay. Oh wait, you need to wear one of the AirPods.
Cool.
This is a community AirPod. Everyone's on it.
So what am I gonna hear?
It gets audio we don't have a mic. Torch.
If it falls from here, I'm gonna die laughing. Something. Yeah, that keeps falling. The phone is face palming itself.
It is the effort.
The phone is face palming itself. It's like.
Yeah. Say the word slay.
Should I do it dramatically?
Yeah.
Slay.